Hey, hi. I'm Mona, and if you're here, you found Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. It's time for another reading. I'm just trying to get like the perfect view here. It's kind of difficult with this table, but it's okay. I did grab the Kipper deck, so let's get a couple cards out to start. Let's just see what happens. All right, I didn't put really any intention on these cards. I just shuffled them like everyone else, okay? I hope everybody's doing okay out there. I don't really celebrate holidays, but if you do, I hope that yours was good, you know. Let's go through one more time. Okay, almost there. All right. At the bottom of this deck, we do have mature woman, so, I mean, that might mean something, but let's see what these are. So the first one that came out was pathway, coffin, despair, thoughts, message of concern, and distant horizons. Oh. So when I'm reading it this way in the first row there, it appears that somebody's on their way out. Yeah. They're on the pathway to, you know, the other side. So somebody out there could be kind of sick, or, you know, it doesn't even need to be sick. It could just even be somebody's lived a long life and they're very old and, you know, something like that. It could be that too, even though that's still sad. Yes. But it could be that. And then after that happens, of course, despair, you know, feeling very bad about the loss. We could have some people outside this person thinking about, you know, oh, they're on their way out, you know. Somebody here could have received a message, didn't even know that this was going on, and that's why it's a message of concern, like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know they were on their way out, or that they were sick, or, you know, somebody could be receiving a message like that. And they probably live at a distance, right? Because we have distance horizons at the end. So this is kind of like somebody passing away, and people who are far away from this person are finding out, and it's shocking, and it's like, oh, you know, I kind of don't like this reading already because someone's passing away. You know what I mean? But I mean, that's life. All of us have that fate. So, I mean, you know, but at least in my mind, what popped into my mind was that this person lived a long life, you know, so that's what I'm thinking is maybe it's an old person already, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to set these to the side because this will take up a lot of room, but I will put them to where I can see them in case I glance over at them for some reason or another, right? I did also get the Antique Anatomy Tarot, so let's start out here with the General Energy card, okay? These are all pre-shuffled. Just going to find that General Energy card. General Energy for today's reading is the Six of Blades. So there's some toxicity going on. This is a toxic situation, right? And first thing that came to my mind in regards to this toxic situation, because I did glance over at the cards over there, message of concern is what popped out. And I'm thinking, somebody is concerned, but they're only concerned because they want to know what they got. They're only concerned about this person passing because they want to know what they got. I hate to hear stories like that. It's so like terrible, like so selfish. But unfortunately, people think that way. So we do have a toxic situation here somehow or another. Okay. Now, in the reverse, this is about either removing yourself from the toxic situation or deciding not to deal with the toxic situation any longer. Right? So we have some situations here. Okay. Let's get 5 cards out to start. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I hope everything is okay. Hope everybody around you is happy, joyful, and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? If you are new here, I wish the same for you too. I hope everything's okay. I hope everybody around you is happy and joyful too. I do teach along the way, try to best I can. And if you like the way I read, you could subscribe, like, comment, or share if you want. Either way, I will still be here doing something, you know. I'll still be doing something over here. I just want people to get better. That's it. I want people to get better. I don't want anybody to feel depressed or sad or feel the need to, you know, put toxic things in their bodies, alcohol or drugs, or, you know, life is so much better than those things. We do have the Queen of Coins starting out here, at the bottom of the deck. And the Queen of Coins, she's very generous. She's very balanced and grounded. So somebody here could be in that energy. But because it's a 50-50 card, we also have Queen of Pentacles reverse. Now, Queen of Pentacles reverse is kind of sort of, that's the partner of the King of Pentacles reverse. And they are criminals. These are people who do illegal stuff to get, you know, their money. They're not very balanced or grounded, which possibly means they don't really care about themselves or their health or anything like that. So, you know, so I'm thinking right now in my mind, like, and I don't usually think this, but I'm thinking that somebody here is definitely not honoring their temple, you know, allowing bad things to happen to their bodies, you know, not doing or acting in healthy manners. Yeah. We have somebody who's not doing the right thing at all. And then we have somebody here who does have it all together, who is very generous and kind and all that good, great stuff. But I'm really picturing that Queen of Pentacles reverse, though. Like, she's not in good shape at all. Sickly. All right, you know what? Let's keep going. We have the King of Rods here. All right. Oh, just to mention, Queen of Pentacles is Earth sign. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Okay. We have the King of Rods now. That's fire sign, right? This person's in the upright. Okay. The King of Rods is somebody, I'm kind of getting from this is an upstanding person. This is a person who is very passionate and kind. I'm getting this person, people like this person. Okay, I'm getting that and it's because of their passion, you know, like if they say they're going to do something or get something done, they get it done. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a very positive, I'm kind of feeling like a positive energy type of person. You know what I'm saying? Kind of a good feeling type, you know, I don't know. We also have the Hanged Man here. So somebody here could be stuck, and we could be talking about this King of Rods, because even though he's all good and everything, it doesn't mean that, you know, people like that don't have roadblocks once in a while. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel like somebody's stuck here because of a situation. Now, what the situation is, it has to be the toxicity, right? So this person could be passionate about stopping this toxicity that's going on right here. So there could be somebody who knows that there's not good stuff happening here. Maybe this person knows that this Queen of Pentacles reverse, not the one upright, but the one reverse, because I kind of feel like it's mostly reverse. This person is trying to stop the toxicity that is involved here with the Queen of Pentacles reverse, right? Now, I don't feel like it's like any kind of crazy actions going on or anything. It's just this person sees, I feel like they see the toxicity. So that's why we have the Hanged Man here, because they're trying to figure it out. Like, how can we do this? What can we do, right? Four of Elixirs, that's the Four of Cups. And with the Four of Cups, that's about like making offers or doing something to pass along, or ideas, you know what I'm saying? Epiphanies, something like that. Something here. They're trying to come up with ideas on how to handle this situation that involves this toxicity, right? Because nobody wants to live in that. Nobody likes to live around toxic people, places, or things, or deal with those things, right? Because it makes life more stressful. So somebody here is definitely trying to come up with a plan, or trying to come up with a plan on how to tackle whatever this is. Now we also have the King of Blades right here. He's in the upright, okay? This guy's pretty smart, all right? This is the obstacle and advice position, right? I don't feel like an obstacle is, hey, you got to be smart, because either you are or you're not, right? But even if you're not, there's ways to find out stuff. We have the internet. You can look anything up. We have libraries. We can look anything up. So, but this guy right here is in the upright. Now, when he's in the upright, we know that this is a person who's very honest. Okay? This person's smart, yes, but this person's very honest too. I'm kind of getting that this person will tell you like it is, or tell you how it is. You know what I mean? They have, even though it's a king too, I feel like they have no, what do you call that? When you can't turn it off, right? They have no shut off switch, you know what I mean? But when they are speaking their truth, they're speaking it in a manner that's, it doesn't feel insulting if it is. You know what I mean? Because this person has that kind of aura about them, that kind and happy and joyful, but very intelligent and gets along with others. Something like that, right? And so if this is obstacle or advice, it is advised that you be that way, right? Be friendly and happy and joyful and stuff, because, even if you have to tell the truth, people like being told the truth when that's the energy, or maybe like, as a matter of fact, but in a nice way. I kind of don't know how to explain that, because some people will be so touchy around. You never know. You know what I'm saying? You could just be like, well, as a matter of fact, bah, 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 and then somebody, you can tell like, oh, did I just say something wrong? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, so somebody here maybe needs to tone it down a little tiny bit. Maybe, I don't know. That would be the obstacle, I guess. But the advice here is, hey, go for it. You know what I mean? As long as it's truthful and honest and you're being kind, right? Hey, why not? Speaking the truth is always good, right? We have the Nine of Blades. Somebody in the end is worried. So somebody could also be worried about, oh, did I say the right thing? Did I do the right thing? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Somebody here is in despair. And this could be because they're thinking back of when they were at a time when they were visiting with this person who passed away, right? Because remember, we still have these cards. Thinking about a time when that person passed away, if they were nice, or you know what? I feel like this is kind of a selfish type of reading. I kind of feel like this is like people who are worried if they're gonna get something, or I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like that, you know? Did oh, I hope I get the car, or I don't know. It's kind of weird. Even people at a distance thinking, you know, I don't know. We do have that King of Rods there. Let's see what that guy is all about. And this could be, you know what? You know who this person could be? This person could actually be, look, we got the King of Pentacles, but he's in the upright. This could actually be somebody who might be traveling around to see these people, because maybe they are in the will, but there's stipulations. You know what I mean? They can only have their inheritance if this, that, and the other, right? This King of Rods could be the person that's making sure that they're living up to those stipulations. But I think this person's doing it in secret. You know what I mean? Like, kind of like, I don't know if there's a name for that. But they're going around and checking to see without announcing who they are. This person is passionate about their job. It could also be because this person could have been involved in something like that in their life and seen it firsthand, and they don't want anybody else to be suffering from these things, you know? Maybe this happened to them, whatever, I don't know. We do have the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay, now, the Queen of Wands doesn't really tell people what she's doing when she does things, though. She just kind of go ahead and does it, and then pops out and says, ta-da, look what he did, you know, kind of thing, you know? And the King of Rods is the person who really puts effort to find out the situation here. Now, if this is not a couple, this is one person. We all have male and female energies, right? But this could be one person, because like I said, before we saw her, did I not say that this person could be like an undercover somebody to see if these people are living up to whatever their expectations should be to get this inheritance or whatever. This person is going around and checking everybody in secret. And what does the Queen of Wands do? She does things in secret first and then reveals, ta-da! You know what I'm saying? So that's what could be going on here. We also have, it's a 50-50 card. So it's like Queen of Wands reversed too. And she's kind of angry. And I could see her getting angry because of how fake she ends up seeing people are, right? Like, she probably checks on people from different families, whatever. And then, you know, shows up at the reading of the will. And for each person, the person reading the will looks at her and says, and what did you come up with? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, she could probably see a lot of people out there just using or just being selfish or whatever, you know. We have the King of Pentacles right here, right? This guy's in the upright, so he's got it all together. So this could be this could be his private, personal, or his or hers, right? Whoever. This could be their private, personal business. This person's very stable and grounded, right? They got their minds together. right? And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. And like I said before, this person is probably in this type of business because, you know, something happened to them. But they've healed from it because we have the Seven of Pentacles here. So that's telling me this person has healed from this and now they give to others. So yeah, this is somebody, this is kind of a private investigator of people for inheritance wills or so. I don't know what that would be. There's got to be somebody that's like that, though. I can't be the one who just made that up. There can't be. Because there's always, like, you know, sneaky, underhanded people. And people who leave their money want to make sure they're leaving it to people who are worthy of it, I would think. And that's another thing that just popped into my head is if they don't follow up to what this person wants, that money will get donated to some sort of charity, which is very nice. Anyways, we have the Hanged Man. Why is somebody feeling stuck right here, though? Okay, so we know about this King of Rods / Queen of Rods, right? This could even be a couple. What if it's a couple working together? It could be, but if it's not, somebody holds the energy of both of these people. And we're talking about the Hanged Man, right? Somebody's stuck here. Well, this is the first one that came out. Here's the second one. This is the, shoot, what deck is this called? Mystical. It's the Bicycle Mystical deck. Sorry. I need one more card. Bottom of the deck, we do have, there she is again. So we are talking either about the same person or it's a couple. You know what I'm saying? King of Wands again. In this deck, though, this is the Magician. This is a person, this is a master manifester, right? Of course, it's a fire sign. So this is somebody who has prominent fire in their chart, right? The Nine of Wands is a card of Leo because this doubles as the Sun card also. Then we have the Five of Pentacles, being left out in the cold. And that's where this Hanged Man could come in. Like, they feel left out in the cold because they don't know what to do right now. It's kind of like they're thinking, how do we do this? How can we take care of this? Whatever this is, I don't, I mean, obviously we know someone's passing away, but they're trying to figure out a way to do something, right? Now, I just got another thought. If this is not someone passing away, this is somebody moving in a certain direction because they want to end something. And whatever ends, I feel bad now. Because I'm thinking that it could be some kind of business, family business. They have to close it down because of all the stuff that's going on right now. And that's why somebody's in despair. People are finding out. That's also a message of concern. Like, oh my God, they're closing down, really? Distant horizons. Yeah, I'm getting that too, you guys. So somebody might be thinking about some sort of business that's going down. It's finally coming to an end for some reason or another. We also have the Four of Cups, Four of Elixirs. This is about offers. Somebody could be offering a certain amount of money for the business or the company, or I don't know, something like that. That's if we are talking about a business or a company, right? Then we have the Four of Wands, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles, and then we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, I feel like maybe we are. Yeah, and that's the truth. Look, we have the Ace of Swords, the card of truth. So I feel like somebody feels like they are destined to do this. Could be a family business because that Four of Wands could be soulmate energy. It could be friend group, family gatherings, whatever, right? I kind of feel like this is a family business. It's been open for a while now, but it's time. It's come time to end. Or the thing is we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Most of it is because nobody wants to work anymore. That's one. So this business, whatever's going on out there nowadays, could be affected by, maybe the employees are not showing up or whatever. That could be one thing. People are not showing up for work. People don't want to do this. Or somebody made some sort of, wants to make a hasty move in regards to the business. Because the Two of Pentacles is also the High Priestess. And the High Priestess in reverse is somebody who doesn't use their intuition. They just jump on the deal or just go ahead and do it. And they don't really think, right? They don't make an educated guess. They just kind of, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of feel whatever is being offered or being given right here, the person might be lying. They might not be telling you the whole truth. Ace of Swords in reverse. Some lie and some truth. So this could be in regards to the sales and all that stuff of the business. If that's the case, right? And then we have that King of Blades. Remember? This guy is coming in with some honesty here about something or another, whether it's because of this passing or because of the business closing. And it might not be the greatest news, but it's real and it's honest and it's truthful. Yeah, there's some lie and there's some truth here. Let's see what that is. Happy family, happy home. With an angry individual, but the emotions are high. This is so contradictory. You know what I mean? This person may portray that they are living happy family, happy home, and there's love and emotion there, but why is the wife so angry all the time? There's something going on here. Oh, maybe because the wife thought that life was going to be, gold digger style. Yeah. This is gold digger style. Somebody went with somebody because they wanted happy family, happy home, and everything free and all that. And the guy's getting it, but it's basically Queen of Wands reverse job to keep this guy happy if she wants to get stuff she wants. That's the mentality of this couple. Mm-hmm. And I just got another weird thought, like she possibly does weird things for this person behind closed doors. That's a weird thought. I don't even like thinking about those things. And somebody here looks like that's what's going on. Let's move on to the final card, you guys. We have the Nine of Blades. Somebody can't sleep. Their mind's going 100 miles an hour at night. They're worried. They're upset. Why? What's wrong? Well, we have the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. That's about somebody offering. Is somebody making an offer? Somebody going to refuse an offer? What's going to happen here? Because there's an offer being made right here with this Four of Cups. And with the Four of Cups offer, most of the time, or half the time at least, the offer is refused, especially if it's the same boring old offer, right? So, but in the reverse, this is about not even making any offer. It's like somebody's thinking about making the offer, but will they do it? We don't know. So we're going to have some people out there who are going to try and some people out there who are not going to try. They're just going to leave it alone, right? And the reason being is because we have the Queen of Swords right here. This is a person who wants the truth and only tells the truth. So this is a person you might be afraid of or worried about, or whoever this person is. This person will cut you out of her life if you don't do the right thing. And then we have the King of Swords right here. All right. Now I see what's going on here. I feel, because look, We have the King of Blades, and then we have King of Blades right here with this Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands reverse. I think it's the same person. Yeah. And I kind of feel like he's smiling because even though that Queen of Wands right there shows some anger, he likes it. He loves it. That's his girl. That's his, you know what I mean? This is a couple. He likes the spunkiness or whatever, right? And if this is two people who aren't together, there's someone out there. If you're spunky like that, they like you. Okay? And then at the end, we have the Knight of Cups. And that's about expression. It's about communication. It's about emotions. So somebody's very emotional over somebody right now. But they're emotional because something's coming to an end. Either, somebody could be passing, or it's a business, or something that you were doing for a while. It's done and it's time to start new things, right? Something like that. There was toxicity around. So somebody is deciding like, this is not right, right? Also, if we do have that guy who's investigating or checking things out to make sure everything's okay, they're going to find some discrepancies, and some people, their money is going to go to charity. I mean, I think that's cool, whatever, that's a cool trade. You didn't have anything in the first place, so you can't really get pissed off if they see that you're not being a positive influence to the society or whatever, and you don't get it, and it ends up going to like a children's hospital or whatever. I mean, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? Because you shouldn't have been acting all crazy or being mean or bad to society in the first place, things like that. Anyways, to everyone out there, I don't know which side of this you're on, but just stay happy, okay? Just do good things and be good to people. Because, we have some people who are not and some people who are. And even though people are so entertained by hate and anger, it's just better to be happy and joyful. Anyways, if it resonated, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Also, keep it true love energy. Happy, friendly, loving types. We have nothing to fear as long as we stay calm and cheerful. I'm Mona, it's Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.